All right, welcome back everybody. We've got another short video for you today. This is another common 80 series problem of water getting in through the what looks like the window. From my research, it looks like it's not actually the window seal, but that little strip of banding underneath it. So there's a piece of trim. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so if we open up the compartment here where the jack is, you can keep the some other things back in here as well. So if you look, I've taken the jack out, but you can look in this pan here and see that there's a little bit of rust that's pooled, and actually we've got some fresh water in there, even though I have kept this dry. Now if you trace might be hard to see, but you can see some water spots there, and it's coming up the wall, that outer wall there. So pretty clear indication that there is water getting in from back here. I was thinking it's got to be this window, the slider window, but some research has showed me that it might not be. What it might actually be is some clips that are underneath this band. So I've already removed the banding very carefully, much more careful than that, but essentially you just need to take out little end caps. Guys, look like this. You can see here the clips where that slides over. So don't try to pry it up, but rather slide it towards the door. I've taken out a couple at the rear already, and you can see where there's a little bit of water pooled up there. On this back one, I actually sprayed a little bit of WD-40 because I could not get that end cap out. So you've got those little holes there where it's got some old paper gaskets that are just totally disintegrated. So I'm hoping that this is where the water is coming in from. Okay, now that all the clips are out, I'm gonna do a little cleaning, get that surface nice and cleaned up, and then I'm gonna fill the holes with, or not fill the holes, but I'm gonna wrap some silicone around those clips to seal that back up. Before I do, I'm gonna do a little test with some Windex and see if I can't trace that leak back down here. Sure enough, you can see it leaking right down there. So I'm hoping that means this is the leak and not the window. We'll find out. Okay, so I've got it all cleaned up as best I can now. There was a little bit of remnants of that paper gasket on this rear one, and there was more in some of the other ones, but hardly anything left there. But I tried to get all that cleaned up as best that I can. I also, while I'm here, it looks like, the water is coming in from this back hole, or maybe even further back. So on the inside, I could feel up inside the fender well. I can put my hand up under here and feel where the holes are. What I wanted to do was see if there was another hole back on this piece of trim, because I don't know. And I wanted to see if there was a hole without actually taking it off, if possible, because I feel like that's going to break really easily. So I didn't want to take that off. But I did not feel another hole, which is a good sign. I'm hoping that the water was just coming in from this rear hole there. Now what I've done is wipe down these clips as best I can, get them as clean as I can on that bottom surface. And now what I'm going to do is put some of this weather strip adhesive and gasket adhesive. Anyway, I'm going to use this on the bottom to seal up underneath those clips. I have the sealant in there. Tried not to be excessive. Tried to be as clean as I could, even though I'll never see this again, hopefully. But anyway, I'm going to put the strip back on and put it all back together, and hopefully we will be in good shape. Don't be fooled. Putting it on is definitely the harder part, putting it back together. Trying to slide it over without breaking any of those clips. And then the end cap on the rear was pretty tough to fit in there, so anyhow, but we've got it back. I don't think I broke anything. That front one went in nice and easy. The back did not look like that at all. But okay, we've got it all put back together. As far as I know, didn't break a whole lot more, so we're in better shape than we are when we started. That's another job done.